It is time for a Schein 9 with my top 9 storylines on and off the field to pay attention to ahead of Super Bowl 51. And we start with number 9. Will Hogan be a hero? See what I did there? Listen, without question, Chris Hogan has been a major player when you look at the New England Patriots in the postseason. Numbers on your screen, they jump out, and it's big plays. He's been getting it done for Tom Brady, but he is not anyone who's going to fly under the radar anymore. So you can bet Dan Quinn and company will know who Hogan is going into the Super Bowl. Number 8, can Bill Belichick take Julio Jones away from the Falcons' offense? Talked to Phil Simms about this earlier in the show, and listen, this is what Bill does. He takes away what do you do best. Now, I think it's easier said than done. Julio Jones, to me, is a freak. He's the best wide receiver in the NFL, bar none. I have too much respect for him and for Matt Ryan to say, all right, you take him away, maybe you limit his opportunities or balls thrown in his direction. Also remember, they've won a lot of games, put up a lot of numbers this year where Matt Ryan has thrown the football to Mohamed Sanu and Taylor Gabriel, Freeman and Coleman out of the backfield. I don't think you actually, even with that amazing defensive backfield, totally take away Julio Jones. Number 7, I think the Falcons need to get on the board early in this one. I don't think there's any question about that, okay? You look at the Atlanta Falcons, I think that there are a lot of people out there saying, all right, is the moment going to be too big for them? Well, I think that they have been on an unbelievable run. We've talked about it on Time to Shine week in, week out. To me, the turning point for the Atlanta Falcons against Green Bay when they bludgeoned them last week was the first drive. Look at what they did on third downs, all the execution, 7-0 lead. Remember, Gabriel had that drop early on, able to deal with it, overcome it. If they could somehow go up 7-0, 10-0, 13-3, mentally, that's going to go a long way for the Atlanta Falcons. Number 6, how good is this Atlanta defense? Can they put pressure on Tom Brady? See, here's the deal when you look at this Falcons defense, right? I think Tom Brady is going to explode. It's the weakness of the Atlanta Falcons. That's an easy comment. Then you dive a little deeper. Look at what they did against Russell Wilson, who won a Super Bowl. Look at what they did against my guy, Aaron Rodgers. Guys like Jones and Neal, they're not playing like rookies. Vic Beasley can get to the quarterback. Dwight Freeney, Phil Simms talked about him earlier. Dan Quinn can certainly coach. I think when it's all said and done, this is the biggest mismatch of them all for Tom Brady and the Patriots in this Super Bowl that favors New England. But being fair, I thought Aaron Rodgers was going to light up this defense. Wasn't the case. Number 5, off the field. We have to consider the experience factor because I think when it comes to the Super Bowl, the big game, it matters. Take a look at this board. The big game experience. Listen, Dwight Freeney, he gets it. He's been around the block. He's a future Hall of Famer. Tom Brady, Tom Brady, Tom Brady, Tom Brady. Major edge here, bar none, when you look at Brady and the New England Patriots. Number 4, all eyes going to be on Kyle Shanahan's game plan. How is he going to utilize this run game with Devontae Freeman and Tevin Coleman? See, here's the deal. We talk about Julio Jones, right, and taking him out of the game plan. No matter what Bill Belichick tries to do, Kyle, who is in some kind of amazing rhythm, is going to run the football. And I think that Freeman and Coleman, they're the best two-headed monster in the NFL all year in the regular season. See the numbers right there at the running back position. And I think both these guys will be highly successful on Super Bowl Sunday. Number 3, Tom Brady, Bill Belichick, their place in history. Now, this is their 7th Super Bowl appearance together. And I believe as a combination, sorry, Bill Walsh and Joe Montana, best quarterback head coach in NFL history. I also believe if you separate them, best quarterback in NFL history. Also best head coach in NFL history. I'm obsessed with history, obsessed with legacies. We've told you on Time to Shine, respect how they always make it to the championship game and how they win divisions, 6 straight conference championship games, 8 straight division titles. Listen, the league is set up for you to make the playoffs, make the Super Bowl one year, miss it the next. Look what happened with Carolina and Denver. Look at Atlanta missing it last year. The Patriots are way above it. Take a moment and appreciate the consistent domination of Belichick and Brady. Number two, how will the play of elites, Matt Ryan, match up against this incredible Patriots defense? I'm obsessed by this. I can't get enough. Matt Ryan, I would make the case he's been the single best and most dominant player in the NFL week 1 through Championship Sunday. Not going to be easy against these DBs, against Logan Ryan, against Malcolm Butler, against Devin McCourty. I think when it's all said and done, this is why you love sports, right? The chess match. Number 1 versus number 1, and I can't wait for it. I think that you're going to see Matt Ryan, when it's all said and done, score 28 points in this game, but I think you're going to see these DBs create some turnovers. And as for number 1, this is obvious. Roger Goodell handing Tom Brady the Lombardi Trophy when the New England Patriots win the Super Bowl. Man, I don't ask these sports gods for much. This one I'm asking them for. Please, on the heels of Deflategate, which I think never should have been a thing, I think that Ted Wells, the reports, a lot of more problems and nods and a lot of ambiguities in it. Brady should have never been suspended. It's clear he's still angry. It's a revenge tour. I want to see Roger Goodell hand that trophy to Tom Brady.